When it comes to making money on Gran Turismo 7, the World Touring Car 800 at Sardegna is often considered the easiest way to do it. While it may not be the most lucrative of all the money grinds events, it's certainly the simplest. The track stays completely dry the whole time and there's no wet weather to have to deal with. And you're virtually guaranteed a clean race bonus, adding 50% to the credits. With it being an 800pp race, this is often dominated by the Group C machinery, which can be very expensive to buy and not very user friendly to drive. So in this video we're going to be building and tuning a more cost effective option for this race. It's great fun, incredibly easy to drive, and it pretty much guarantees you that 1.45 million credits. Hello everybody, many thanks for stopping by. Welcome back to the Gran Turismo 7 tune. I'm KCR-Mark. Now if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I'm into tuning the more obscure cars, give you some more variations, some different cars to try out. And I think a lot of the VGT cars get a little bit overlooked in this game, sometimes for a very good reason. There's some absolute monstrosities in there. What the fuck? But I consider this one a bit of a hidden gem. It's an absolutely fantastic car, and without further ado, let's get straight into building it. So this car is available at all times. We just want to head to Brand Central, we want to go to Europe, scroll down to near the bottom to France, then we're going to head on to the Bugatti showroom. Now we want the VGT Bugatti, but there is two, so make sure you pick the one on the right hand side, the Group 1 car, not the standard VGT. Now it is quite an expensive base car, 1 million credits, but the rest of the tune is incredibly cheap. As you can see, no wide body, no engine swap available. You don't have to buy any custom parts whatsoever. You can't even change the wheels on this car, just slap a livery on and away we go. I told you this is a simple build. Watch this, just 3 parts needed: power restrictor, fully customized racing transmission, racing hard tyres. That's it, that's all you need. So next we can head on to the tuning sheet itself with a really nice chassis to work with. Handles fairly well as standard, but we've done a few modifications to the suspension just to tweak the handling, and the diff settings are just to improve the drivability of the car. It really does take off out the corners with that 4-wheel drive traction. Just copy my figures I've got down here. So with the handling all sorted out, we can head on to the next part of the tune, and this is really just about getting it under the 800pp requirement. So for the racing transmission, we've used completely standard ratios. We've just upped the top speed to 350 kilometers an hour. Now the downforce is pretty important on this car to get it to 800pp, so we've got full downforce on the rear and minimum on the front, but it handles absolutely fine. Elsewhere the power restrictor is set to 87, just to knock a little bit of power off and get that car under 800pp. So with the car all built, we can head to track. We're going to World Circuits Europe. We're going to go right down to the bottom of the map at the Sardegna road course, and we're going to the World Touring Car 800. So with this car we're going to be doing a 1 pit stop strategy. There's no fuel saving required. This car will go to the end of lap 7 or 8 on the 1 tank of fuel, no problem. The tyres aren't an issue, but obviously when we're pitting we're going to be doing the tyres and fuel at the same time. As we get into the race, the whole ethos of this video is about how easy it is to win this race with this car. A lot of the Group C machinery can be incredibly fast, but it's so difficult to drive sometimes. But this is just an absolute treat to drive. If you've not given it a try before, I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's got loads and loads of traction from that 4-wheel drive. It's got monstrous amount of downforce, and it's just huge amount of fun. Once you get used to it, you can really attack and throw it about, and it just handles it brilliantly. It's such good fun to drive. If I was going to pick faults, I'd say the only downside to this car is the top speed is a little bit off. It's still not slow at all and faster than the other cars, but with it having such a low downforce, it does suffer a little bit, but it more than makes up for it in the twisty bits. It brakes absolutely insane. The traction out the corners, you can just floor it in first gear and it just absolutely takes off like a rocket. So a lot of the opponents have already pitted, but we're just going to do our one and only pit stop at the end of lap 7, start of lap 8. As you can see, the tyres are absolutely fine, so it's optional whether you change those or not, but you can have such a huge lead, you might as well, and just fill the tank up with fuel. So a pretty dominant car. As I said, it's incredibly easy to drive and great fun. As you can see near the end of the race, I was pushing quite a bit just to see what lap time I can get. At 1:34.4 is my fastest, so it's a quick car, and it just absolutely annihilates the competition. I lapped the entire field during this race on the hardest settings, so I'm sure you'll be able to win with ease with this absolutely fantastic car. It's almost a guaranteed win, it's so fast. Complete race time of 24:30, and with that clean race bonus, which is almost impossible to lose around Sardegna, you'll be getting the full amount of that 1.35 million in just under 50 minutes. It's a pretty much guaranteed win, unlike some of the other races where it's very easy to lose a clean race bonus or get caught out with terrible weather conditions. So all that's left to say is a huge thank you for stopping by. Really hope you enjoyed that tune. Let me know in the comments how you get on with it. I really appreciate all the feedback and love reading the comments. I'll leave you with the fastest lap, but hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, see ya.